Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Deb and this is Learn with Mr. Deb. Today we're going to do another business lesson. This lesson is looking at the European Union. It's part of a series of videos that I've done on international trade. If you haven't had a look at them, please go back and visit my previous videos on this topic. It's a topic that comes up in GCSE and A-Level Business. So, what we're going to look at today is the main definition of what the European Union is. We're going to look at why it was created, some of the features, the key features, and some of the key benefits and drawbacks of the European Union. To start off with, I thought I'd tell you, if you haven't known already, is that Britain has officially Brexited. So there were 28 member states, there are now currently 27 member states. That's what these countries are called. They're called member state. And they are part of a political and economic grouping who operate on things such as trade, social affairs, and some laws that are passed within the European Union. The EU is the world's biggest trading bloc, the single market. Trading bloc means that they have these countries all trading with each other on free movement of goods, free movement of people, free movement of capital. So it's all free movement of lots of different things. That's some of the features. Why was it created? The reason behind it was Europe had gone through two major wars, World War I and World War II, and instead of having more wars to prevent more wars, what they thought they would do is have trade instead. So in order to encourage trade, they created the single market, and it was part of a collection of countries from Europe who put themselves together, put the countries together and created the European Union. And it's developed and more countries have joined over the last few decades. There's some of the features I've already mentioned is that you have no tariffs, no quotas, between member states, which means that there is no tax or limit on how much goods are imported and exported to each other's countries. There is also free movement of capital, resources, free movement of people, so workers can move between these different member states quite easily. You can move your money from one country to the other quite easily. There is a consistent standards in products and services, so you expect to get the same product quality in one country to the other. So if you buy a car from Germany, you expect the same standard of car to come from France. There are common external tariffs on non-EU countries. So if you are a country which is not part of the EU, you are given the same tariffs when you trade with any of the member state countries. So when you're importing goods from another non-member state, you get a tax, a tariff, and that's the same for all the countries in the EU. So there are some clear benefits and some clear drawbacks. So one of the clear benefits for consumers is they have choice of products from many different countries. So if you're a European living in Germany, you have choice of cars from many different member states. You can also get good, reasonable prices as well as choice if you're a consumer. If you're a worker living in the part of the EU, you can move to another 26 other countries. So if you're a Polish worker or if you're a German worker, you can quite easily move to another country and go work there. And that would obviously, hopefully, improve your standard of living. And that's the whole point behind it, is that your economic prosperity improves if you move between these different member state countries. Businesses have more customers to target. So that's a fantastic opportunity for businesses, is that they can target more customers. So if you're a German business, you can target many more countries and the people that live within these countries because of no tariffs and quotas. And you can gain economies of scale because you've got more customers to target. Your production may go up, and as a result you gain economies of scale where average cost of production goes down. However, there are some clear disadvantages of the European Union, the single market. One of them is the creation of monopolies. A lot of UK businesses have previously have failed because of big European businesses being created, monopolies being created, which has then killed off some of the smaller, more independent businesses. The EU imposes laws on other businesses in other countries, and these businesses then have to change their working pattern, incurring cost, incurring problems, may not agree with some of the laws that get passed, but the laws get passed regardless, and that causes a lot of confusion, a lot of problems for the businesses within these member state countries. In addition to that, workers, as much as they want to work in different countries, if you're a professional worker, it's not always true that you can move to another country and gain employment, because when you move to another country within even the member state, you may have to do qualifications and change your qualification to fit the qualifications that fit into that country. So not all qualifications are easily transferable. So that can cause an issue if you want to gain employment in another country within the member state. So it's not always free movement of people and workers. It is for low-skilled workers, but for highly skilled workers with professionals, they might not find employment. So that isn't always true, and it's not always great. Not as great as it seems to be. So that is the European Union. I've given you the definition. I've talked to you about why it was created in terms of not wanting wars, giving you the key features, if you remember: free movement of people, free movement of goods, free movement of capital. These are some of the key features of the European Union being the single market. And remember, the single market is a trading bloc, and it's the biggest in the world. Hopefully that's been useful. If you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If there's any questions that you may have, please write into the comments box. And thank you for watching. Have a great day, and best of luck with your revision.